Hey everyone, happy Wonderland Monday. I don't know, Wonderland Monday, it doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to Alicyn's Wonderland. We're here on Monday today because this Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. So we're taking Wednesday off and instead we're here on Mondays. I want to say thank you so much everybody that's tuning in live. Hey John, hey Chris Brown, I miss you. Neon Lightcast, it's good you came back again. Hey Info Bobby, happy Thanksgiving everyone. We have a very special guest on Alicyn's Wonderland tonight. Maybe you guys are familiar with her, or maybe this is your first introduction. But tonight's guest is Debi Derryberry. Debi is an amazing voice actor. She's been, one of the top voice actresses for decades. Hey, John. You might know her as the voice of Jimmy Neutron. She also stars as Maureen on Evas Family and Helpy on Tigtone. She's Coco Bandicoot and Crash Bandicoot, and she's done hundreds of other roles. I'm really excited to welcome her to the show. So let's go see. There's Debi right now. I'm going to go ahead and ask her to join me on this stream. Let's see. There she is. So it's going to zoom in really close, Debi. So if you don't want it to be super close, we're just going to back up. Hi.
Hi, Alicyn.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm so good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I put on beautiful cream. You
Yes.
too.
I put on just lights. That's just my secret. Good
Lights. I have lights. Is this better? Let's see. Wait. I have lights. Lights.
Ooh,
That's too much, right?
Right.
Too much light.
Camera. I like that. That's perfect.
Is that good?
That looks great. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm loving
Hi,
it here.
everybody.
Hi. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, we had to have dinner early so I could come be on this podcast because here in LA it's 6 o'clock, which is
I
dinner
know.
time, but I'm full.
Yes. We actually have dinner at like 5 o'clock at our family. So
Yeah.
this is our
It's
first
getting
dinner.
earlier and earlier because I like to eat shortly before, at least 3 hours before bed, but I'm going to bed so early because it's been dark. Like
Of
if it's
course.
dark for 4 hours, it's bedtime.
I know. I'm the same way. I actually like to have dinner at 6, like between 3 and 4. Just so
Very
people don't
European of
completely
you,
do it.
Alicyn.
Yeah. Eat big, go big, and then go to bed. That's
Yeah.
my mantra. Debi, you're right down the street from me, like a mile away, and I still haven't seen your beautiful face.
No, well, if you guys would walk by my house, we could wave from a distance with our masks on.
You know what? Maybe we will do that because I would love to see your face, and I'm sure Bodhi would as well. You know,
It'd be
Bodhi
so
is a
nice to
huge
see you.
baby banana fan.
Huh?
Bodhi's a big baby banana fan.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have to launch a baby banana cartoon, especially for Bodhi.
That would be amazing.
Let's
That would
do
be
it.
so cool.
You write it, I'll produce it.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
So I know, first of all, I mean, you've had such an illustrious career as, one of the VO superstars. But I'm curious. Okay, first of all, Debi Derryberry, I know the answer to this, but I mean, it sounds like you were just born to be in cartoons. But is that actually your birth name?
No, my birth name is Debi Green or Deborah Greenberg, but I married a Derryberry, and then that didn't last too long. But I thought, what a fun name for cartoons. I'm keeping it. So it's my real name.
Yeah.
It's not made up. I just, I kept it after, a couple marriages. I just thought, who wouldn't keep Derryberry if you were a cartoon and your name was Debi?
I would 100%. I mean,
Like,
I'm
thanks,
willing
universe.
to marry your ex just to get that cool ass name.
Totally. I'll see if he's available.
Yeah, I kept my name. I was not Friedman. But it's just Packard still.
Allison Friedman, that wouldn't be so bad either. Allie Packard, Allison Packard. I like them both, actually.
Yeah. I was curious. Do you remember the first time we ever met?
I don't remember much of anything ever. Did it have anything to do with Barbies?
No, it wasn't Barbie. We met in a sight singing class through SAG. Do you remember that?
Really? I remember the sight singing class, Gerald White, but I don't remember anyone in there because I was for one thing, I don't remember anything, but I
Mhm.
took that class probably 5 times. I
Mm,
took the beginning class 3 times and then the intermediate class twice. I just couldn't get it, but I just keep trying. I'm going to take it again.
I know it is tough. It is some tough thing. You are a singer-songwriter as well. You have a band. Can you talk a little bit about your band?
Yes, but I feel bad now that I don't, because I don't really remember anybody from that class. I feel like I've always known you, though.
I know. Well,
I,
that was the first time we met. I can't remember what year it was, but I remember just hearing your name and my ears perked up and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Debbie Derryberry. And I was like, hey, I'm a voice actress too. And it was, I mean, a lot of voice actors and singers and whatnot, but I
I was
remember
always
seeing
so
Debbie Derry.
impressed by everybody else in that
Yeah.
class that they could answer all his questions quickly, and I'd be like having to figure the scale and go BEAD. Okay, G C, it's C.
You
And I have to think out loud. Whereas you're a piano
ready?
player, right?
I'm not actually. This is my husband's piano.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a gift. So,
It's in my studio because we don't have anywhere else to put it.
well, it's super pretty and it looks good in there behind you.
Thank
What was the
you.
question?
Oh, well, I guess we're kind of taking a new turn here. I am curious because I was doing some research, and you are a pre-med student at UCLA.
Oh yeah, and then we'll go back to honey pig.
Oh,
Yes,
honey
I
pig,
was
right?
always wanted to be a doctor or the orthodontist, and so yeah, I got into UCLA and I was a pre-med for 4.5 years and I graduated, and every chance I got, I would run to the stairwell or sing songs and write songs in the stairwell. It sounded so echoey, and then I'd be busking, singing in Westwood with my guitar. That's what I loved to do in my spare time when I wasn't studying chemistry. And then when it came, right down to hard tacks, I was like, I don't want to go to med school. I want to move to Nashville and be a country singer. So that's what I did. But I didn't get any jobs as a country singer. I mean, I tried and I did a lot of gigs, but the only thing I started getting paid for was a jingle singer, not as a grown up though, just as a kid. And one
Oh,
thing led to another. I met this person and that person, and they said, you should do cartoons. And somebody, Scotty Manville's mom on a set on Ernest Goes to Camp said, you should do cartoons. And I was like, what is that even? What, don't cartoons just talk for themselves? They're like, no, it's an acting gig. I'm like, oh, how about that? I never knew. So I had my cassette of my demo and I sent it to Ginny McSwain and Ken Berger and Sue Blue and Andrea Romano. And Ginny wrote me back and she said, really cute demo, cute voice, but you have to live in LA. So I quit everything and got divorced and moved back to LA. And Ginny
oh,
walked me into ICM before it was DPN, an agency. And they signed me and I started working 2 weeks later. And that was a few decades ago. It was
no,
so silly. I mean, I wish I could give people like the game plan. This is the flow chart. This is how it's done.
yeah.
First year of pre-med, just do that. And then just go to Nashville. Then just go back to LA. Then just get an agent.
It is funny. The more of the interviews that I'm doing with Bill Farmer and Rick Seep and some of the people that have been doing voiceover for decades, a lot of them have similar stories that start with sort of an uncommonly lucky break.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you get one of those, if you're lucky enough to get one early on, then it gives you the faith to keep going. Obviously, talent plays a huge part in that, but I feel like it has kickstarted a lot of people's careers by having sort
It
of,
has. And, to that, Alicyn, I will say that um, it also has to do with how willing you are to run through that open door,
mm,
because you have to recognize what's happening as an opportunity and
yeah.
take advantage of it. So many people have these opportunities staring them in the face and they just say, I'm going to go on a hike. And you have to jump on them. So do run through those open doors because they don't always happen.
Yeah.
So I was lucky. I am a hard worker anyway,
Yes.
as you and I both know. You are too. You and I don't stop.
You impress me with your ability to just keep knocking on doors, continuing to push forward, and you've always inspired me with your hard work.
Oh, That's so sweet of you to say.
And I
Thank
mean,
you.
it's I'm inspired by your ability to not just be a voice actor, but you're um, a coach, somebody that helps people develop their own talents. You're an amazing singer and songwriter, and you work in cooking. You've been cooking up a storm on Instagram lately. I definitely want to talk to you about that. But I really am impressed by the depth of your talents and your ability to keep going.
Thank you. I can't sit still is the problem. And I want to do everything. And so I was talking to my husband this morning. I said, you know, I think it's time to start running again. And we get up and swim at 6 a.m. anyway. So I'm like, where am I going to fit it in? So my mom always said that people who schedule things get the most done. And so by 1 o'clock, I'm like, is it bedtime yet?
Yeah.
I keep scheduling stuff, and I need to actually schedule nap time.
Rest.
Right? Isn't it important?
Yeah, it really is.
We
Not only
forget
does it
that.
help,
I forget that.
yeah, I know. And it's like you don't want to keep just running through your whole life and then wake up and be like, oh, yeah, I need to recharge my battery.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I actually laid down on the bed for 45 minutes. It's a big deal for me.
Wait, was yesterday? Oh, yeah, because today's Monday. Yes, same Sunday. I had a nice little. I'm like, I'm just gonna clear my head and just snuggle with my cat. It was awesome.
Oh, do you always get everything done on your to-do list?
Never.
Oh, Gravity Gamer says, got a blast. Got a blast, Gravity Gamer. Gravity Gamer, I can't say that. Got a blast.
For everybody that is tuning in that might not be familiar with Alicyn's Wonderland, this is a weekly interview show where we sit down with some of the top talent in animation and video games. So if you like it, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, if you miss it or you miss part of this, I'll post the replay just after. So, and also there's a box at the bottom with questions. I'm going to try to get to some of the audience questions, but I might not have time to get to all of them. But if you have a burning question, feel free to put it in that box there. So,
and I'm going to put my thingy. If anybody wants to follow me, I'll put this up a couple times.
Yes. You can also click through on Debbie's icon at the top and then go
Which is the smart thing to do, but just in case.
Just basically screenshot it and then go find her later.
Like old school, you know?
Why would you want to leave this amazing conversation? I know I almost was like, do you think Debbie would like, I was going to be like, do you want to do a song for us? But I didn't want to put you on the spot. And I know that you're posting a lot of content and stuff. So people feel free to follow Debbie for all of her great cooking tips as well as her songs and music.
Oh, and Honey Pig, you guys can follow at honey_pig_music. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but let's talk about your band Honey Pig.
Well, I started it 25 years ago, but then it was start and stop. And now, oh yeah, Clay, Liz Medina, Clay, it's me. It's a 3-part girl chick harmony band, and I've been working with these 2 girls for about 2 or 3 years now, and everything is like too much frosting on the cake. It's like too much harmony, but I like it. So every single song, and we have a kind of a crazy repertoire from mashups to Beatles to hard country to old folk tunes. But it's so much fun with Nina Herzog and Brenna Larson. So that's my passion and my fun. And we'll be performing live again when people start wearing masks and we get rid of this darn pandemic. And then we can have injections and, what do you call them? Vaccinations. And the pandemic will be over. I just want to say that. It will end. It will end.
It won't be forever.
Yeah.
Have you guys attempted any kind of virtual concerts?
No, because that means we'd have to sing maskless, and that means we have to be 20 feet apart, and it's hard to do a one shot when your stage is 60 feet wide. So safety reasons for singing, I mean, when we rehearse, we're 10 feet apart with masks, but without masks and singing, the recommended distance is 20. So we do a rehearsal every few weeks and just try and crank through the songs to remember them, just to stay fresh. But there isn't a whole lot of new stuff going on yet. It's hard to remember all those 3-part harmonies on 2.5 hours worth of tunes.
Yeah,
but it's my passion, Alicyn. You know that. You too. I mean, we just love our music and we love our kids' music. Liz Medina has a voice expression to show you. Oh, well, you have to film it and put it on something.
Yeah, maybe your Insta story. That would be fun. Tag us in it. We want to see it. Yeah, I know both those girls are such amazing singers, and I've had the good fortune of being able to do shows with you, and it was so much fun.
That's so fun hearing you sing, and then we get up and sing, and then we go have some wine, and then we go swimming.
Debbie and I live in the same neighborhood in Toluca Lake, California, so
yeah, we just walk to each other's house and jump in each other's pools, and she lets me have avocados, and we just play.
Yeah, you should see Bodhi's getting really big. But anyway, back to you. I'm curious because I posted that I was doing this interview with you and that probably your biggest credit is Jimmy Neutron.
Yes.
That you're the voice of Jimmy Neutron. Would you say that's your biggest fan base as well?
You know, it is up there. I would say between Jimmy Neutron, which you can kind of see him in the back, and there's another character I do on Monster High called Draculaura. And people love Draculaura so much. She's 1,600 years old. So Draculaura has a huge fan base. Another one is Coco Bandicoots, which, sorry, you guys, I'm not voicing the new game of Coco Bandicoots. I don't know why. But I'm doing the new phone app. So Coco's a big one. And yeah, those are pretty big ones. Of course, Evas Family has so many fans. I'm kind of wearing the quilt right now because it's cold, but there's a show called Evas Family on Netflix. And if you're not 18 years old, don't watch it because it's kind of naughty. Yeah, it's kind of, what's the word? Irreverent and rugged, a little, what's the right word? Dirty?
Bill Burrish.
Bill Burrish. Anyway, it's a super great show, and I get to play 7 characters. I play Maureen, the daughter, and her friend Philip. And I play Bridget, who says a lot of cuss words. Don't get me started. And I play Kitty. He's this little kid. He's got a diaper on. Oh, somebody's sending us hearts. Thank you
for the love.
Thanks for the love. And then I play the nurse and a few other characters. So Evas Family, super fun show. Do watch it on Netflix if you're grown up. I think you have to ask your mom if you're under 18. The Queen said, don't watch it. Who's the Queen? Hello, Miss Derryberry. I'm Louis.
Edgar's mom is the Queen.
Oh, yeah. If your mom says you can't watch it, then you can't watch it.
Hey,
professional show. I can't do the Bubbles expression because I'm not Bubbles. That would be, is that Tara? I think Tara. Tara's Bubbles, and EG is the other one.
I also wanted to give a shout out to C. Brown 92.9er. So sorry about your sister, and I'm glad that this is bringing you some joy right now. We're beaming out love to you right now through
love. Oh, I have something to show Clay. Hold on. Somebody likes Clay. Hold on one second. I have to climb up on my chair right here. I hope I don't fall down. Here I go. I'm climbing up. Oh, you guys are going to love this so much. I have an original Clay of Clay. Hi, I'm Clay. Can't wait for the day when you and I can play. It's true.
Oh,
isn't that crazy? I know. So he's still a little bit soft too. So the guys that made this, just a little trivia, the Kyoto brothers, they have this new movie out called, is it Christmas Aliens? Something like that?
I just watched
Alien Christmas.
I just watched it.
Yeah, Ed and Steve and his brother, the Kyoto brothers, did that, and they made Clay.
Huh.
Yes.
Yeah, Bodhi loved it.
Yes, Clay was a long time ago, probably before you were born or when you were little. Yeah, it's an older one. It's just I don't know why it's popular all of a sudden. Like I keep getting emails of people that loved clay.
Retro. Well,
Sorry, I just keep talking and talking.
No. That's, I mean, you're being interviewed. That's actually literally what you're supposed to do.
Yep,
I
it's
love
Playhouse Disney, Liz. Go ahead.
The cool thing about having you in your studio is we can kind of take like a virtual tour around all the cool stuff that you have hanging up in the background.
Yes. Let me take you off this and we can go see some things. Okay, let's see. Should I flip? Let me rotate this.
Flip, yeah.
Okay, so we have Glitter Force.
Wow.
I'm Candy right here.
Mm.
Candy, I want pizza. And then in season 2, I play Maya, who's like the star, and she makes the Maya omelet. In case you guys go make a Maya omelet, it's amazing. And then there was a Jumanji cartoon a long time ago. And I played Judy in Jumanji, the sister. And there's the first rendition of Honey Pig before I had a kid. Yep, with Eliza Jane Schneider, Milby Baron. And then here's one of the Addams Family cartoon from the 90s. Actually, with
Addams.
John
I remember
Astin
watching that show.
and Rip Taylor. And there's me, Wednesday Addams. Yep.
Can you zoom in a little closer on that one?
Pardon?
Can you zoom in just a little closer on Wednesday? Oh, that's amazing.
Well, I have this of Wednesday, this cell right here.
That's fantastic.
And Jeannie Elias doing Pugsley. And then there was Bobby's World, Howie Mandel's cartoon.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about that.
I did Jackie, his girlfriend with the long.
Were you familiar with Howie Mandel when you auditioned for the show?
Not when I auditioned for it, but when I booked it, then we'd work together. But you know, it was a professional relationship. We went in, we worked, and then there was a show called Tasmania, and I played Jake, the little brother on Tasmania. It was about the Tasmanian devil, and then I did these crazy commercials in makeup. That's 5 hours of makeup. And the Duracell battery people. Here's another one of the Duracell battery family.
Which person are you?
I'm the boy.
You're the little boy?
Yeah, 5 hours of makeup. That's me. Those were some fun commercials. We all had batteries on our back. And then there's a commercial I did where I got to let the elephant pick me up.
Aw.
It's a real elephant. Crazy, right? Let's see what else. There, I'm Speedy Alka-Seltzer. There.
Aw. Can you do
and Jimmy Neutron!
Yay!
And Draculaura. So there you go. There's my wall of fame, and then here's my voiceover book.
Yes. Where can people get your voiceover book?
You can get it on my website at debiderryberry.com, or you can order it or an ebook on Amazon. Just a little tip, though. I am going to be having a voiceover book holiday sale starting next week. So don't buy it today. Wait a week, okay? Wait a week.
Okay, yeah. Remind me when it goes live, and I will share that on my Insta story so people can.
Okay. Oh, what about Care Bears? I'm the new Cheer Bear.
You're Cheer Bear, and that's in the latest one?
Yeah, and this one talks. Let me press your button. Oh, and there's me with James Taylor. He's really tall. And
how did that photo come about?
Oh, well, he was staying in the same hotel we were staying in when we went to see him live. And I saw him in the lobby on the 27th floor. And I told my husband, that's him. And he said, no, it's not. And I'm like, it is. And I went over and I couldn't even speak. I was so verklempt because he's my very favorite person of all time. And so I basically right there, a total dork, total fangirl dork right there.
Oh, you look so
and Zatch Bell, who knows, but just. And then, I know you guys are going to really like this one. Oh, do you remember Free Willy? I was the one that rode the whale. Free Willy, the little boy couldn't ride the whale because he was too young, so they had me do it. That's me. They sewed hair on me.
You knew that those gymnastic skills would pay off big time.
Well, it's actually they needed a scuba diver, and I'm a scuba diver, so that's what they needed. Here, this is going to freak you out. Hold on, I have to get this down. Oh, my toy is coming down. Okay.
For anyone that's just tuning in, you guys, we are live in Debi Derryberry's studio, and she's showing us all her fun toys.
Okay, this one
Memory Lane
is going to flip you out. This is Lovabella, and it's this baby doll that I voice her voice for. Here. Are you awake, baby? And mama. Tickle your feet. I know, scary, right?
It's very accurate. Like,
you know, it's a living, Alicyn. I'm gonna turn her off now. Hey, you need to be turned off right now. I'm gonna go to her back. Okay, off with you. Where are you? Off. Bye. Bye. Good night. Good night, baby.
I'm gonna probably dream of that.
I'm sorry.
I'm curious about what changes you've seen in animation over the past, 20 something years.
I think the biggest, I'm going back on my tripod now. Mm-hmm. Yes, Crown B92 Niner, it's alive. Biggest changes I think are recording from home.
Yeah.
And in my studio that I didn't show you yet. I should show you that. But it's also the pace at which they expect auditions to be returned.
Yeah.
It used to be, you have an audition, so I'll drive an hour, I'll go do the audition, I'll come home. Now I get emails every hour of the day, and I'm pretty much in the booth auditioning every day. It's crazy. Yeah. It's a lot. And then the other big difference is there's so many more shows out there to audition for because there's so many platforms on which things can air. So there's just a lot more going on, and it's going on faster. And the world of voiceover has exploded because now you can work from wherever you are, pretty much. Oh, did somebody say JJ? Yes. JJ, the jet plane, that's me. That's right. And Savannah, I think, yeah, people love JJ the jet plane. You can see him on YouTube.
That's an animated series?
Oh, yeah, it's like 20 years ago.
Wow.
It was a while ago. But because you can do voiceover from anywhere, the competition and the talent pool has exploded exponentially. So there used to be, 10 of us. And we'd say, who booked it? Which one of us 10 booked it? Now I don't even know the person who booked it because they live in another state or another country, or it's a celebrity because all celebrities want in on our cute little voiceover world now too. So it's very different in that way. I'm so lucky, Alicyn, that I've been able to stay afloat and keep working this whole time because it's what I love and I do it.
Yeah. And you also coach. How long have you been coaching for?
I think it's been about 7 years since and so I finally wrote this book called Voiceover 101, How to Succeed as a Voice Actor. And on my website, I also have some instructional videos, but everybody who wants to do voiceover needs training. And I like to help people when I can. So, people can book with me through my website, DebiDerryberry.com. Here's how you spell Debi Derryberry. I know it's right there. But I think I hear my dog outside. Hold on, there's been coyotes in the neighborhood. I'm just going to go get him in the house. Hold on 1 second.
That's okay. I can vamp while you're gone.
Wait, get in here.
Let's hope the dog's okay. So I am going to go ask a few questions. We can only go till 6:45 tonight because Debbie has a Zoom call right after. So let's take a peek. Sometimes a lot of the questions are, hi, Haley. A question about income. How do you find your character voices? That's an excellent question. Why do you swear in Evas for family? I think it's just a script thing. The voice of Illuminati and big fan. Does it hurt? Okay, cool. Kimmy, to answer your question, how long have I been interviewing voice actors and people that work in animation? I started this show, Alicyn's Wonderland, as a podcast 11 years ago. And Earl Kress was my first guest. He's an animation writer that has since passed. He wrote for Scooby. The other day I was reading my son a Scooby-Doo comic, and Earl Kress was the author. He's written for hundreds and hundreds of animated television. So he was my first guest. Keith Ferguson was my second. And then, I just kind of got off track, and I recently rebooted it as an Instagram show in September. So September, October, so it's been 3 months. Yeah. Oh, my Uncle Dennis is on the show. Hi, Uncle Dennis.
Hi, Uncle Dennis.
Hi, Uncle Dennis. So a few people, somebody had a really good question for you, Debi, which is how do you find your character? And I think this is like not always the same for every single character, but in general, do you have a process for how you find your character voices, or is that something you hone with your director?
Well, there's definitely an art to finding your character as an actor. And by the way, my dog's name is Kiwi, in answer to your question.
Yeah.
I have a whole chapter on this in my book, Voiceover 101, How to Succeed as a Voice Actor. But first, you're an actor. So I have a lot of acting training. But I look at the picture, I see if she has giant teeth or big eyes or how old she is or where she's from. So if it's, if it's a little boy, then I see how young he is. Is he a bully? No, he's sweet. But maybe he's a little bit younger. And maybe he is missing a tooth. So maybe he's a little boy that's missing a tooth. But wait, maybe he's from Tennessee. Okay, so then you stick an accent on him too on top of that. So I layer it a little bit depending on what the picture looks like. And that holds true for any character. If it's it's a granny. Okay, basic granny placement. Granny's missing teeth. So there all of a sudden there's no teeth there. And maybe she's from New York. So maybe she's more like this. Oh, honey, come inside, have some roast beef and kasha. And that same placement can just slide into different accents or, so that's how I kind of create the characters. And I also channel people. If you know somebody that is so imitatable that when you see them, you remember someone like, oh, that second grade teacher of mine. I know what she sounded like. Or your mom. Some people do amazing imitations of their mother. Yeah. Or their dad.
I've also heard sometimes the best characters come from bad impressions.
What kind?
Bad impressions.
Oh, really?
Doing an impression of someone terribly actually can create a new character. So even if you think you're not an impressionist, give it your best shot.
Everybody has a voice for their cat or their dog. They all have, don't you, when you talk to your cat?
I don't. Oh, that I talk to them, and I thought you meant that I pretend.
Well, if your cat talked to you, how would she sound or he sound?
Well, he's a guy. Maybe he says more like, Foley, I love you.
He purrs a lot too.
See? So that's innocent and sweet, as opposed to my dog, Mango. Oh, Mama. Mama. Nothing. Mama. I forgot. So we all have these.
Oh my God. You got to put that in your Baby Banana show. Maybe that's the voice of Daddy Doug.
Oh yeah, of Daddy Orangutan, Daddy Gorilla.
Daddy Gorilla, that's right. Daddy Gorilla, Mommy Duck. For anybody that might have missed the top, Debi's also an author that has a preschool book series called Baby Banana and the Licorice Tree.
I don't have a book here, but
it's super cute. My son loves it.
Here's some.
I'm dying laughing too.
Here's Baby Banana. You can kind of see him.
Yeah.
There he is.
So yep. And it's on Spotify.
Yeah, and Pandora and Amazon everywhere. Yep.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's there.
But my office is such a mess for me pulling out all this crap to show you. This is me. Look at me. Look at me.
Sorry. A lot of big fans. Any new Monster High news? Anything?
I wish there was. I know people have been asking questions. Are there any more dolls or new series? Not that I know of, you guys. Mm-hmm. If you want to go ahead and write Chelsea has my book. Thanks, Chelsea.
Yay!
If you guys, I
Everybody
I
should get
always
it.
feel like if you want something, you write to the head. Write to Mattel. Tell them you want more Monster High. If you want
Yeah.
more Jimmy Neutron, write to Nickelodeon for anything. If you want
Right.
more Clay on Playhouse Disney, write to Disney Junior. That's how you get what you want because they listen to you guys. They really want to know what you think.
Yeah.
So, but I don't personally have any information on it. I'm not recording anything. I promise I wouldn't tell you anyway, but I'm not.
A Jimmy Neutron reboot would be great. They're bringing back Rugrats. It's sort of the golden era of.
Yeah, they're bringing back a lot of stuff. I would say it's
fabulous
Jimmy
reboots.
Neutron's turn.
I think so too. Let's pray to the Jimmy Neutron god. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to type them in. What was your favorite part of working on Jimmy Neutron?
The fact that I was a pre-med, I had a lot of chemistry, so I knew a lot of big words. And it really came in handy, not as a doctor, but as Jimmy Neutron, because he had a lot of big words, didn't he? And I had fun looking at the scripts when they drop them off. It was like before email. So they'd drop off the script
to your house?
delivered to the house. And
So
I'd look at the script and I'd study it and I'd highlight it and I'd look up the words and how to say them. I couldn't look them up, but how to say them and break it down. And I also liked being the straight man. I'm not necessarily that funny, but the people that surrounded Jimmy were hilarious, right? Sheen, Carl, Jeff Garcia, and Rob Paulson, Meg Kavanaugh, and Mark DiCarlo, all such funny people. So being the straight man is just like me going to a comedy club every time I went to work.
Yeah. And you guys did big group sessions?
Yeah, we got to do a group session, which was also very fun back in the days when we could record at Nickelodeon instead of in our booths at home, which is what we do now.
Yeah, and so, with COVID and the changing protocols and everything, how has it affected you personally? Are you doing group records on Zoom? Are you?
Really, we record individually. The table reads for like Evas Family. For this season, we record in group with like 100 people from the production team listening in. So we're just not in a big room with donuts. We're just on Zoom with no donuts.
No donuts? They don't curry those to you?
They should. They really should. But no. I get toast with butter and jelly. And as far as looping, I do a lot of looping, like ADR. Like you guys know, I'm one of the aliens in Toy Story that pick me, the claw. That guy.
Didn't we work on Toy Story? What did we work together on? Toy Story 4?
Again.
Or no? Oh, you know what we worked on? Emoji Movie.
Emoji Movie. Okay.
That was so fun.
Yeah, I have a whole emoji. I don't know if you can see that over there. That's like a whole sound panel with just emoji fabric on it behind the Care Bears. You can't really see it, but looping. I do a lot of looping from home now, where we source connect, and then I run a recording session, and we're on Zoom, and we just follow this little band, and yeah, everybody's off sync a little bit, but the engineers fix it. So pretty much I do everything. I've done singing sessions from here, where I learn the song and then I play the track in my head and sing along with it, and then the engineer will, because the producer can't hear it live time, there's always a little delay, but they figure it out. And there's nothing that we haven't been able to do from the home studio, so I think things are going to look a little different for voiceover when the world comes back.
Have you gone into any studios, or have you done it from home?
I won't do it. It just doesn't feel safe to me, Alicyn. They don't know enough about this virus to say that sterilizing a mic is going to make a difference. I'm not comfortable with it.
I hear you.
So I'm not going to do it yet.
Nope. Wait, this is a hope. We're all pretty certain at this point that this is a temporary situation, and we're going to be in a much better situation in a year. So it's just hanging in there, wearing our masks, and staying sane.
I know Sir Alex keeps wanting to ask a question. Sir Alex, can you type it in the question bar, and then Alicyn can ask it?
I already answered this question. Rainbow Sparkle. That's a pretty great username, by the way.
It
Somebody
is.
asked, oh, yes. Yes, Debbie. um, Group classes or workshops. Emily Chow was wondering. Hopefully, I got.
Yeah, so if you want information on when I teach my group class, I'm going to be doing a beginning class shortly, probably next month.
Ooh, that's great. So
but
that's for anybody that has no experience. Can
Yeah,
just jump in
no
your
experience
class?
at all. And I let 12 people in the class, but I also let as many people as they want to audit it, which means you don't get to actively participate, but you get to watch. So if you go to my website, DebiDerryberry.com, which is how you spell it, where you can see Debi Derryberry. There it is. DebiDerryberry.com, and go to classes, and there's a little sign-up bar, a little MailChimp button that you can say I'm interested. If you put your name there, then I'll let you know first when I announce the classes. I announce it to those people on my list first. And then if it's not filled up by then, which it usually is, then it goes to my Facebook voiceover page. So if you want to for sure get in on it, that's how you do it. If JJ does a reboot, will you reprise your roles as JJ, Herky, and Savannah? That depends on a couple of things that I can't talk about right now, but it's super great question. And I love JJ, and I would love to reprise my role as JJ.
Start the messaging, guys. Tell people
yes,
that you want.
IPDTL. I have used IPDTL. I don't have it, but it's pretty easy. It's like a very smooth system when it's sent to me. Love Ipple. I'm sure Alicyn does because she's more tech savvy than me.
I've had IPDTL, but right now I generally use Source Connect. Happy to get IPDTL if someone prefers it. I do have one client that uses they connect, but through the web browser version. So yeah, I guess I do.
Oh, right. I was in Shrek the Third as one of the ogre babies. Thank you. I forgot about that. Right. I have to write that down for my TikTok video. Shrek Third Ogre Baby. Shrek 3, right? Is that what it was? Can you respond?
Shrek 3, yeah. Shrek the Third.
And then also, there was something else you said that I forgot.
Babe, one of the puppies.
Oh, yeah. I was a puppy on Babe Pig in the City. I just can't remember this stuff. I need you guys. Thanks, you guys. Yes, IPDTL is really good, but we don't have, it's not our choice. It's the producer's choice.
It's whatever they want. Somebody is the Twitch Player 12 is a big fan of the voice of Illuminati.
Oh, who's that? Am I that? I don't think I'm in that. I don't think I'm.
IMDb.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some things on IMDb that are not true, that are just plain old not true, and I don't know how it got up there.
That is so funny. I know, it's like they think they have my wrong middle name, I think, on. Oh, internet. Well, we just have a couple more minutes left with Debbie. So before we go, I just want to ask a more lighthearted question. You've been doing a lot of cooking on Instagram, and I'm just curious, like, what are some of your favorite recipes?
Well, coming up is Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be making, which I make only once a year, is my cherry cream pie, which I will save you guys a slice if you want to come. Not all you guys listening, but Alicyn and her family. Sorry, there's just 2 pies. It's pretty amazing. So I'll be posting that. But if you saw last year, cherry cream pie is amazing.
Yeah.
I just like cooking so much. And I think everybody's kind of getting into cooking more because it's cheaper, it's safer. Heck, you're at home anyway, right?
Right.
So that's one of my favorites. I love teaching the...
Oop, just lost you. There you go.
My back. Sorry, the phone was ringing. Eggs and cheese, and so quiche is an easy, fun one to make. And it depends who I have to film it for me too. But when I'm feeling like I can film it well, then you'll see them on my YouTube DIY channels.
Aw. Well, for anybody that's not already following Debbie, be sure to go click on her link and follow her here. And also on TikTok, are you at Debi Derryberry there too?
Yes, and I don't know how it happened, Alicyn, but you know, my son is helping me with some of the videos, most of them actually, and I have 800,000 followers and 15 million views.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I love TikTok. Thanks, TikTok.
Yeah. Thanks, TikTok. Wow, that's awesome.
Alicyn, thanks for having me on your adorable show.
Thanks for being. I really appreciate it. And for anybody, well, I know you got to run, so I want to say thank you. And yeah, let us know when the book goes on sale. I'm happy to post it and share the info with everybody that's watching tonight.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks. Um, for anybody that is just tuning in and came from Debi's feed, feel free to subscribe to this show. We're off on Wednesday, but we have Justine Huxley coming up on December 2nd. We also have animation writer Jen Murrow coming up. We have Mitch Watson. So we have some really great people. Thank you so much for being here, and I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Okay, let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Feel free to message me there, and have a great Monday. Bye.